And I'm Choi Lin. Since that time, 14 states currently allow sports wagering. Now there's 6 that have approved it, and there are 9 states that have active legislation to try to get it approved. The search for Serenity Dennard has become one of the largest in South Dakota history. More than 66 agencies and 1,200 people have logged approximately 5,246 miles in the search for the missing girl. There have been over 100 K-9 teams and 7 aircraft used. The Pennington County Sheriff's Office described the investigation as methodical and says they've used GPS to track the location of searchers. In the past year, there have been 465 interviews, 224 leads in 36 states, plus 4 countries. The Sheriff's Office says they use their partner agencies to assist with follow-ups.
We've used the assistance of the FBI and other local agencies when you get into the out-of-state searches. In-state, we've used the South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation and the FBI. So we've used our partner agencies to assist with the follow-ups.
Tom stresses that if you know anything about the missing of Serenity Dennard, please contact law enforcement. Another person caught during the 2018 Sturgis rally sexting was sentenced today in federal court. Paul Heap was sentenced to 4 years in federal prison after entering a plea guilty to attempted possession of child pornography. According to the factual basis statement, he was using the app called Grindr when we began talking to he believed was a 15-year-old boy. He made arrangements to meet up at Common Sense in Rapid City, where he was arrested by law enforcement. In court, Heap's husband spoke that he had been given custody of his nephew and that he was a good father figure to him. A new small business opened in Rapid City as the first and only zero-waste store in the state. Our Sunday Miller takes you downtown for the details. The story of these World War II heroes and how a monument is coming to the Rushmore State in their honor when we come back. Do you know that there were Native American code talkers from South Dakota? Some people are hoping to build a monument in memory of these war heroes right here in our state. You search code talkers online. What information do you get? You see mostly Navajo-related search results, but there are also Lakota people served as code talkers during wars.
It's easy for the Navajo code talkers that were so publicly addressed is because, as on their DD-214, when they got out, that they were a code talker. They went to it.
But for reasons unclear, the Lakota code talkers didn't get any document that says code talkers.
My grandfather is one of them, Ambrose Gape. He was a code talker. My own grandfather, I didn't know he was.
They swore an oath when they got out of service, said they couldn't talk about it no more. They didn't. So it's a secret that's died because there's no living code talkers no more.
For many Native Americans, not only some key information about the war is hidden, but also one part of their family's story is missing.
So a lot of the families of the veterans, of the code talkers, wanted maybe episodes of their service and what they did while they were in the military. We can't give that. We don't have that information. That's the Department of Defense.
Officer Robert Dunsmore says there is some other information that hasn't been released yet.
DOD admitted to us that they used code talkers in Korea and in the beginning of Vietnam, but they weren't going to put it in black and white.
It is believed more than 200 tribal members in South Dakota used their language to send covert messages during the wars. As many veteran service officers are still trying to get more people recognized, they're going to build a monument for all the code talkers, known or still unknown.
We look at our code talkers and the honor that they bring to our people, to our families, to our nations. To the state of South Dakota.
Right. The Code Talker Monument will be built in Pierre. The project has been approved by the state. Now they just need to raise enough funds to have it complete. Reporting in Rapid City, I'm Choi Lin, Black Hills, Fox News. To support the Code Talker Monument, you can call 605-224-1025 or search funds to donate on the South Dakota Community Foundation website. And a familiar team is on top of the Class A boys ranks with an eye on continuing to improve. Those stories and more when we come back with Sports on the 6. The Truman Show was a popular late 90s movie starring Jim Carrey.
And our Black Hills Fox Pet of the Week has enough personality to star in the sequel. Let's meet Truman.